Well, hello everybody. This is Mr. Pete from InsideOut Literary Arts, and I'm here to read you a story today. This is a story that goes out to students everywhere who right now might be being asked to do their homework, and you might be looking for some reasons or excuses why you might not want to do your homework. So this is a little book called I Didn't Do My Homework Because. And you can see here there's a little boy who is the person who's going to be talking about all the different reasons or excuses that he came up with for why he didn't do his homework. I didn't do my homework because. I didn't do my homework because an airplane full of monkeys landed in our yard. That would be a distraction. Or a rebellious robot destroyed my home. That would be bad, and it would be hard to do your homework. Or how about this one? You need a pencil to do your homework. But what if elves hid all my pencils? You can see those little mischievous elves underneath the table with all the pencils. Or I didn't do my homework because I was abducted by a UFO. I don't know if they have pencils up in spaceships. Or how about this one? Just when I started to do my homework, we were attacked by Vikings. Or this one, giant lizards invaded my neighborhood. That would be hard to do your homework in that situation. Or I didn't do my homework because some cough medicine that my doctor prescribed had a strange effect on me. Looks like he got turned into an elephant. But at least the elephant has a pencil in his trunk. Or how about this one? I didn't do my homework because I had to help my uncle build a high-tech do my homework for me machine. But when we finally finished, it didn't work. You've all heard the famous excuse about I didn't do my homework because my dog ate my homework. Here's a sort of a twist on that. My dog was swallowed up by another dog, so I had to spend the afternoon at the vet. Here's a sad one, another one about a pet. I didn't do my homework because I was at my cat's funeral. Looks like the cat's doing okay, though. Or how about this one? Some escaped convicts from the local jail hid in my bedroom, and they wouldn't come out. Looks like he had to entertain the troops. Or how about this one? I didn't do my homework because my uncle was challenged to a duel by a neighbor. That could be distracting. Or here's one about a grandpa. I didn't do my homework because my grandpa and his band were making too much noise and I couldn't concentrate. Maybe some of you live with your grandpa who likes to make a lot of noise. Or how about this one? I didn't do my homework because we ran out of firewood, so I sacrificed my workbooks to stay warm. You should never burn a book, no matter how cold you are. How about this one? Speaking of cold, I didn't do my homework because we found a lost penguin, so we took him to the North Pole. And here you can see his teacher. She's sort of leaning into the story at this point. And she tells him, but penguins live at the South Pole. Exactly, he says. When we realized our mistake, we had to come back and take him to the other pole. Good thinking. Or how about this one? My brother and I were kidnapped by the circus. It would be hard to do your homework sitting inside of a big, gigantic cannon. Or how about this one? This could be a good thing. My family discovered oil in our backyard. I guess if you discover oil in your backyard, you might not need to do your homework. How about this one? I gave all my pencils to Robin Hood. Not sure if you know who Robin Hood is, but the legend of Robin Hood is that he stole from the rich and gave to the poor, including pencils. Or how about this one? A famous movie director asked to use my bedroom to shoot his new movie. That would be hard to do your homework if there's a movie being filmed in your bedroom. How about this one? I didn't do my homework because some strange birds made a nest on my roof. That could get noisy. Or I didn't do my homework because we had a problem with some carnivorous plants. I think a carnivorous plant would be a plant that eats meat and maybe even tries to eat humans. Or how about this one? I didn't do my homework because our roof suddenly disappeared. Or I didn't do my homework because the neighbors asked if we could help them look for their armadillos. They're up there in the chandeliers. I didn't do my homework because my sister's rabbit chewed up all my pencils and workbooks. If you've ever had a rabbit, they like to chew things, so that seems like a reasonable excuse. Or how about this one? I didn't do my homework because my brother had his little problem again. Looks like his brother sort of likes to get into trouble too. And maybe you have a brother or sister or cousin living with you who can sometimes get in the way of you doing your homework. And then last but not least, with a kind of a nod to the Wizard of Oz, I didn't do my homework because a tornado swept up all of my books. I can see here on this, as we near the end of the story, we've got our main character, our narrator, and he's looking up at his teacher. Or for some of you, your teacher might be your own mom, or your dad, or your grandma, or grandpa. And the little boy looks up and asks her, "So, why don't you believe me?" They were such great excuses. They were such marvelous works of the imagination. And she says, and she's been holding something behind her back, because I've read the same book as you. And you can see the book that she's holding is the book that I'm holding, and the book that we've all just listened to right now. Now, what I'd like you to do is, even though I know most of you are always pretty good about doing your homework, maybe once or twice you've found it difficult to do your homework, or maybe you wished you had come up with some good reason why you couldn't or shouldn't do your homework. So maybe what I'd like you to do is to go get a pencil and a piece of paper and write these words on the top of your piece of paper. I didn't do my homework because. And then I just want you to think of maybe 5 or 6 possible reasons why you might not be able to do your homework. Or if you always do your homework, think about other things that maybe you are asked to do and sometimes you don't do them. Like maybe feed the goldfish or pick up the toys in the living room or take out the trash. And even for a simple chore such as any of those, you could also come up with some really fabulous reasons why you didn't get around to doing it. And have fun with this. Use your imagination. And don't forget those little details that always make for good writing. Have a good day.